Chapter 199. At this time in the Richard family villa, Lady Richard and Harold father were waiting for Harold to bring back good news that he had successfully taken over the villa at Beacon Top. However, they did not expect to receive news that Harold was gravely injured and that he had been arrested by the police, currently being detained on the grounds that he had broken into private property and caused intentional harm to others. This made Lady Richard extremely angry. Lady Richard spoke angrily, "This must have been done by Emma and her family again. This is really unacceptable." Harold father was very nervous and started panicking when he heard that his son was seriously injured. He quickly said in agitation, "Mom, Trump is being too arrogant. You have to claim justice for Harold. After all, Trump has always listened to anything you say. If you tell him to stop whatever he is doing right now, he will definitely listen to you and act according to your instructions." "Of course." Lady Richard snorted before she said, "So what if that family managed to keep the villa for themselves? Isn't it just an empty shell, anyway? They have no money or power in Oris Hill. How can they ever fight against us? I am not only going to take the villa away from them, but I am going to make sure that they pay a painful price for their actions today." As both of them were talking about this, someone suddenly came in to pass a message. "Lady Richard, Hazel White, the head of the White family, has just arrived." "Oh?" Lady Richard exclaimed in surprise. "Please let him in immediately. I was just about to ask him why he decided to give that villa to Alex and his family. After all, he is our future in-law, so how could he do that to us?" As soon as she was done speaking, Hazel walked up to the front door with his nephew, Daniel. Both of them had actually come over intending to call off the engagement. In actual fact, Daniel was already sick and tired of Olivia from a long time ago. This was mainly because he felt that Olivia's family was really incomparable to the White family. Therefore, as soon as his uncle had said that he wanted to annul their engagement, Daniel agreed to let his uncle call the shots without any hesitation whatsoever. When Lady Richard saw both of them standing at the front door, she greeted them in a hurry and said, "Oh, my in-laws are here. Why didn't you tell me that you were coming in advance?" Hazel sneered before he spoke coldly, "Lady Richard, you really are amazing." The old lady did not know what Hazel meant by his words. Therefore, she could only force an awkward smile before she said, "What do you mean by that?" After that, Lady Richard turned to Harold father before saying, "It's rare for Mr. White to come and visit us personally. Why don't you invite him in so that he can have a seat? This is your future in-law." "I will not be coming in," Hazel replied before waving his hand. "The reason why I came here today is mainly to talk about the marriage arrangements between our families." At this time, Lady Richard hurriedly replied, "Mr. White, please be rest assured that we will definitely be holding a wedding banquet, and we will not embarrass you in any way. Please feel free to let us know if you have any additional requests." Hazel replied coldly, "Then, I will cut straight to the point. The White family has put some thoughts into this matter, and we feel that the White family and the Richard family have too many differences and nothing in common at all. Thus, the reason why I am here today is to inform you that I would like to annul the engagement between Daniel and Olivia." "What? You mean you want to cancel their engagement?" Lady Richard and Harold father were both in shock. Olivia was also taken aback, and she immediately burst out, "Why? Daniel and I have already booked the banquet for our wedding." Then, Olivia looked at Daniel before she asked, "Daniel, what is going on?" Daniel simply shrugged before he said, "This decision was made by the members of the White family. There is nothing I can do about it." The Richard family felt as though they were about to collapse. This engagement had already been arranged a long time ago, and the Richard family had made all the necessary preparations for the wedding. They had already informed all of their friends and families regarding Olivia's engagement because the wedding was supposed to be held next month. Yet, the White family actually wanted to annul their engagement now. Lady Richard had been looking forward to this marriage arrangement because she wanted to use their connections to the White family as leverage to further the Richard group. Now that the White family had decided to annul the engagement, wouldn't all her efforts be for nothing?